Welcome to the InDesign Getting Started series. Adobe InDesign is the industry standard publishing app that lets you design and publish high-quality documents across a full spectrum of digital and print media. When you start a new project in InDesign, there are a lot of ways to begin. You can create a new document from scratch, start from a template, and a lot more. In this video, you'll start a new project by creating a new document. With the latest version of InDesign CC open, you'll see this Start screen, which shows when there are no documents open. In the Start screen, you can open existing files, create new files, and whether the Start screen is showing or not, you can always go to the File menu at the top of the screen to open existing documents or create a new document. To start a new document from scratch, choose File, New, Document. The New Document dialog box appears. Yours may look a little different than what you see here, and that's okay. To start with, you choose a preset option like print, web, or mobile, depending on the type of document you're creating. You'll create a document for a brochure that's meant to be saved as a PDF and printed later on. So click Print to show a series of presets for a print document. By choosing the print preset, you're setting several options to start with, like color used and the units set. After you choose a preset like print, there are a lot of preset sizes to begin with when you start a new document in InDesign. You can even click View All Presets so you can see more. Select Tabloid to set the page size, and know that if you choose a preset size like Tabloid, you can always change the size and all the other options later on after the document has been created. There are also a series of templates found in the New Document dialog box available from Adobe stock. These templates can be a great way to learn how InDesign projects are built, and they can also be used as a way to jumpstart a project for a client, for instance. On the right side of this dialog box, you'll see a series of options you can set. Most of the time, you won't have to set all these options, but let's look at the options you'll set most. Click to highlight the name and change it to Brochure. You don't really have to change the name here, but when you save the document later, this name will become the name of the file. Click Picas, and from the menu, choose Inches. These are called the document units. Later, when you want to measure something or look at a ruler, this is the measurement unit you'll see. You can customize the width and height of a document if you want to. You can also change the orientation by clicking one of these options. Deselect the Facing Pages option. A facing page document is something like a magazine or a book where pages can be arranged in spreads. This document will be a flyer, so it will only be a single page, which means facing pages does not need to be selected to start. You can also start with a number of pages, but you can do that after the document is created as well. There are a lot of other options you can set to fine-tune the document before you get started. You'll definitely become more familiar with these options the more you work in InDesign. For now, click Create to create the new document and open it in InDesign. Once the new document is open in InDesign, you can always change the document settings you first set by choosing File, Document Setup. To change the size of the initial page, you can choose a preset page size from this menu, or even enter custom values here. You can change the orientation and do a lot more. Click Cancel to close this dialog box. Creating new documents in InDesign will definitely be something you do a lot, and there are a lot of options to explore when you set up a brand new document like you saw. But when getting started in InDesign, you can keep it simple and know that you can edit those document settings, like the page size later on, the more familiar you become with them. Save this document by choosing File, Save. Choose a place to save the document and make sure that InDesign Document is selected for the format. Notice the name of the file, it's Brochure, and click Save.